All right, we're ready to slide the Cadillac motor in here, but before we do that, we got to clean up the frame, get things cut off, make it look pretty. Well, maybe not pretty, but
these are some old motor mounts where small block Chevy had sat in here at one time. Well, they've got mid-mounted engine stands on those, and the Cadillac motor is up front, so it's going to be somewhere up here that we come off further. And then these brackets back here are for the Mustang 2 suspension, which was installed when I bought the car. It was already there, and they did a good job, but this bracket is just, it doesn't need this extra little thing hanging out in the space. So we'll cut it off too. I love the plasma cutter, but it doesn't wash like a torch does. That's what I'm used to.
gotta get up with the modern technology.
Still faster than pulling the torch out.
Yep. All right, we're gonna stop here and we'll swing the motor around. We'll come back to you. Get things cleaned up again.
We have it leveled out, hanging. Now we'll push it in place and see what happens. Right there, we're real close. I don't know which way. I think we're tilted.
We're headed
back a little too far. Maybe not. That's roughly where it's got to go. Roughly. Okay. Because we still got a distributor back there.
right. I may have to cut.
We may have some. It's offset. It's gonna be over there.
Yeah. Because we want to save this.
Okay, and we have a little bit of room here.
We chop that.
Well, or get another there. I've probably got 1 inch ones. All we
Yeah.
got to do is clear this, but we got 2 inches here. We can almost delete it.
Yep.
In fact, I think we need to. We're running out of room in the back real quick. Yeah, that's not made on two. These come in a variety of lengths.
Survey says.
Well, in a perfect world, we don't need any spacer. It will clear that bottom pulley.
Remember, they flex.
Pretty close.
Yeah, that's a little close for my
But I think we can easily get away with like a
half
3/4 or
half, 3/4, half inch.
something like that, yeah. So we can work with this and then go from there.
So now you can bring the motor back out a little.
Yeah, it's coming. So now we can put the motor, this, not the pulley, but this back, it's really not a balancer, but
Yeah.
the crank hub thing, center line with the cross member for starters.
And we need to know transmission.
Yeah, it's time to crawl into there and hold it in place. See if it even kind of points at the drive shaft tunnel area.
Yeah.
Exhaust is wonderful, both sides.
Yep.
Engine mounts are roughly even. Center line is good. I like the center lines there.
Just-
So how about your clearance through here
Oh, you got-
to the steering?
It's gonna be tight,
U-joint right at the bottom?
right about here maybe,
Yeah. Okay.
to steer it in down in another universal. So you're gonna need 2 universals at least. And a hind.
You got a tape measure? Anybody know where that's set?
No, sir.
You off today?
Me? Oh, no. I'm working.
He gets paid to walk around.
Yep.
Drive around
Watch
town.
people work. Yeah.
Work fascinates him, he can watch it for hours.
12 1/4, 11 3/4, about a 1/2 inch to the passenger side, which is not an issue if it helps us with clearance on this. I'd rather stay that way
Yeah.
as long as we're square. Doesn't matter. U-joints will take up all the, because there's plenty of clearance on the exhaust. Okay. Give me a broomstick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, in a normal world, it would come probably right there. In this world,
It's gonna be a tilt column.
well, I wanted an old column actually. We may end up with one of those things, can't think of the name of it, with the chain drive inside,
Yep.
which would put the end of the column right there at the end of your steering
Right
firewall,
about here, yep.
and then go straight down, and then run this way.
If you, I think it's a 12-inch drop.
They have a few different drops.
Yeah.
They're like a 6, 9, 12, yeah. I was hoping to not do that, but because even if I drop,
Dropping it way down low.
yeah, I'm trying to. I don't. There's no way I can go that far without a tilt. I could probably cheat that with a tilt column and sneak right in. I mean, have the column end at the firewall right
Yeah.
there, and then, like you said, U-joint right there beside where that drops out,
Yep.
and then straight forward, and then another U-joint to hit the box.
Yeah.
I gotta look into those side steer. You know what they call it?
I
That's
don't
not,
know what they call
that's
it.
not it, but it's something close to
Yeah.
that.
I've seen them, I've never used them.
Never used one, but they apparently have some good engineering.
I've seen guys make one. I saw it online. A guy made one.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't
This
be
has
opposed
streets.
to
But
that.
he had a machine shop, so.
I wouldn't be opposed to that either, but
Yeah. And he used time and chain.
time and chain and a tensioner would not hurt my feelings at all.
Now, we're gonna cut a recess in the firewall for that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'll never get to it.
Okay. It doesn't stick up way high. There's the block portion.
Take a D-bench.
Okay, it sits there. So from the block edge, well, let's set this on there.
Is that a little oiler?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, that's how it sits. So from the block to the, we'll give it 9 inches for some spark plug wires. So we're still under where we are, so we just need some room if we have to pull it out to stab it. So we'll probably need a 3-inch hole, or well, probably 4 or 5 inch. Upsy doozy.
I don't wanna mess with these three here.
These, yeah,
As long as everything is over to here, because that's the coil mount.
yeah. It's center line is right there,
Okay,
and see 9 is here.
yeah.
Let me pull that rag out for a second. There's 9. That's the back of the hole, back of the distributor. So,
Mhm.
so if we might have to come
Come
up
to the
like,
bottom of that hole.
yeah, roughly the bottom of this hole and make a nice pocket in.
Do we have a plate to cover that hole with the 2 bolts?
I don't remember what went there.
Yeah, we'll have to look and see.
We have these.
Yeah.
We have this. We have the coil mount.
That one may go away.
It's way over here, but it might. Yeah.
It might have to get room up over like this.
Yeah.
But might lose that.
We've been busy centering and trying to figure out where all the clearances are. Now we're going to put a jack under the front so we can make our angle exactly right. So we can make templates for the mounts. That's going to go right up between the pulley and that little thing, so that should be good. Okay, we went
Too
a
far.
itsy bit too far.
Yep.
Come back to 8. Right there, right there. That's 8 and 16.
We were 8 and an 8.
And we
9.
are, we probably need to,
8 and 7/8.
yeah, that's where we were roughly.
That's where we were, yeah.
We go back in the car and check that. 8, 8.5, going right to the side of the cranky down. And all the way, we're over 10.5. We need to come an inch this way in the ass only. We need to go back towards Zach just a smidgen. Yeah, that much.
The hammer.
I think you just did it, just that little bit of flexing. That's 10. And that's 9.
Well, that's our inch.
That's it. We're there.
That's the inch offset,
Yeah.
which gives you room for the.
That, I think we're gonna need it for steering clearance.
Okay, how are we on 0?
We might be a half a degree back still. And no,
That means we'd be too high.
no, front needs to come up a half a degree. I think that's what I was trying to say. That's it. I'm sure it was a smidgen. It's still bouncing, so. That's it.
That's it there.
0 on the card.
I'm 43.4.
I'm 42 or so. .8.
Yep.
I was gonna see if we were the same. We've got -2, so I think your app is better. It's finer than this one. Or my case is off, maybe.
Well, that's it. I got. Wait a second. I gotta take my case off.
Mine doesn't even do decimals, though. I'll just get degrees. I need some paper board, please, man. Please, sir. Yeah. Just a couple of small pieces and some skizzers. So I can think on paper instead of in my brain.
Things at 0.
Oh,
That's 0.
so yeah. Oh yeah, that's the guys on that other one. Wait for it.
Make the noise.
There's that one. And of course, the way this is set up, it ain't gonna make. That back one's gonna be really close to that one, except it needs to fit lower because of the slope of that. On this side, the slope is slightly different. So I think we should probably do all 4 patterns.
Yes.
Make a rough one out of cardboard. Stick them in here and get some marks on the deal. Or well, we can make the real ones because they should go up on there because we want the engine to come straight down on it. So the hole will probably be a slot with a washer behind it, so that it can come down like Fords are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But then we can set it up in there, bolted in place, tack it, and then pull the engine out.
We gotta pull the engine to clean everything up anyways.
Yeah.
And then redo everything.
We
Get your patterns made now.
We'll just get them in there and get some good marks on the frame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on.
I'll finish making patterns
And
today.
we'll mark on the top of the chassis
And then
and down.
straight down. I think we can do them vertical. I think we can. It's no problem doing. They can be straight up and down. And then we can burn them in good.
Yeah. They give you almost 3/4 of an inch.
Okay, set that thing back up here for a minute, Zach, before we finalize our
The front?
position. Yeah, the whole front thing. And so now it is leaning back just a little bit, but I mean, there should be tons and tons of room. Okay, just hold it up. See those 2 bolts right there? Bam, and bam, and okay, tons of room.
Yeah. Yep.
Inner fender, we can change as needed.
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna hurt anything on the inner.
Okay.
We're good.
So we're just as good over there.
Oh,
though,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
Just go for me.